Hey, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to Derek Austin's Level Up Travel. And you know, love to talk about points, miles, rewards, credit cards in general, cash back. Love to talk about the programs like the hotel programs, like the airline programs, like the credit card programs, such as American Express's membership rewards, like Chase's Ultimate Rewards, Citibank's Thank You Points, and CapitalOne miles. I love to talk also about travel in general, okay? But today I want to talk about Citibank's Thank You Points. Instead of saying what do they got to be number one, what do they got to do to become more relevant and, you know, catch up to American Express, Chase, and CapitalOne, which I think they've also fallen behind there. So I'll include them as well, especially now that they have the Venture X card and a great card to go with a great mileage program. It's actually seems like they've passed Thank You Points in the grand scheme of things. So let's talk about Thank You Points and I guess the city in general, their travel cards, okay? I think what they need to become relevant is kind of like just kind of go back to what they were 2 years ago, right? They were good at one point. They had some really good credit cards, really good credit card protections, some unique stuff. Like it was one program that actually if you made a purchase and then the price went lower, they matched it. It was like so it was like you can very confidently purchase things. They had great travel protections, very similar to Chase. They were really good. Yeah, they had you know, all that trip protection, trip delay, all that stuff. They had it, right? They stripped it. They stripped everything from their credit cards, which pissed a lot of people off, right? So if they just got that stuff back, one, that would be a really good move to get all that stuff back. And then, you know, what about their points? Their points are pretty good. They're not terrible. They've definitely had some improvement lately, getting some hotel partners in Wyndham Rewards, which is pretty decent. And same with choice privileges. And I know you guys are probably thinking, oh, in the United States, these are roadside hotels, and you're absolutely right. They're pretty much roadside crappy hotels, right? But outside of the United States, you can get some good value out of choice privileges and with Wyndham. And I'll get into that a little bit. And then with Wyndham, you also have a VRBO, nice, you know, vacation rental redemption that you can get to, that you get a lot of value out of that. But anyway, let's get into first their transfer partners, okay? They're decent. They're kind of on the level of CapitalOne, maybe slightly lower in my opinion, but let's go through them. Aeromexico is complete garbage. A lot of them have it, including CapitalOne and American Express. American Express is a little bit higher value. You get 1.6 to 1 instead of 1 to 1, and Aeromexico is terrible. Never going to be a place you really do it. They're supposed to have some kind of around the world thing. Is a pretty good value, but yeah, I doubt you're gonna get too much value out of Aeromexico's Club Premier. Asia miles, I done a video on it, very good, decent mile, and you can get some value out of it. There's some spots, some sweet spots you can find. Like most of these ones will have some sweet spots. Avianca Life miles, I think, is the best airline mile out there right now. Easy to get to. They frequently have, and they just stopped a promotion where they got 25% more life miles from Citi Thank You Points, and also have with CapitalOne and Brex Points. But anyway, life miles, when you get the mile 2 in your hands, it's a great mile. You can go almost anywhere and get a ton of value. You get a lot of business class flights at reduced rates. Great mile. I think the #1 airline mile, and maybe equal to a partner with Hyatt, in my opinion. It's a great one, okay? Choice privileges, they just got it, and they went, instead of going 1,000 Thank You Points to 1 choice privileges, they're actually doing 1 to 2. So that's awesome, right? So you can get some value out of it. So choice privileges, I'll just let you know, I haven't done a video on it yet, but where you can get some value is in Europe and in Japan. It's like 8,000 point hotels that they have that are really good. They're not like super spectacular, but they're nice, clean places. They're in the heart of the city. They're really actually, especially if you're doing like a backpacking trip, or if you're just doing some exploring in Japan or in Europe, especially Germany. It goes outside of Germany, but inside of Germany especially, then you'll get a lot of value out of choice privileges. So it has some relevance, and getting 2 is kind of special, okay? So that's pretty cool. Emirates Sky Rewards, decent program. I haven't done a video on it yet, but yeah, some nice value in it. You can definitely find some sweet spots. Etihad has a ton of sweet spots, tons of sweet spots. I did a video on it. Go check that out. Ava Air, there is some good sweet spots for it. I haven't looked into it too much, but I heard it's a pretty good mile. Flying Blue, solid mile. Everyone's got them. They're okay though. Honestly, it's just you can find some sweet spots though. Okay, Intermiles. If anyone knows what Air Intermiles is, comment down below. All right, it just says basically you can book flights with your miles across multiple airlines, across multiple destinations. It's probably like worth like 1 cent. I don't even know, but if anyone's had any experience with this, please comment down below. JetBlue miles, it's okay mile. Honestly, it's just okay. You're never gonna get outsized value. You're just gonna get pretty much like 1.3 to 1.5 cents per point, no matter what you do. Let's see what happens with American Airlines programs if their value of their points becomes more because of that, if they have like good rates on American flights. But for now, I'll just say they kind of you know. Malaysian Airlines, I heard not too good things about it, but that's one of the partners. I don't know if there's any sweet spots there. Qantas frequent flyer miles is okay. You can book a lot of American flights inside of the United States, but it's usually you can do better with like things like British Airlines miles and stuff like that. Qatar Privilege Club, I don't think there's much value there anymore. It's a great airline, but I heard that their points are kind of like down, you know. So anyway, the see or shop your way. I've never heard of any kind of travel point ever getting too much value on shopping. So you get 1 point to 10 points with the Sears Shop Your Way. If anyone's had an experience where they got a lot of value, put it down below. Not thinking there's going to be. But Singapore Airlines, some great airline to have. There's plenty of sweet spots here, but it's a good airline mile. Thai Orchard Plus, I haven't heard the greatest things about it. So we'll skip that one for now, but I'm sure there's something there with them. Turkish Airlines miles is a great mile to have, especially flying United in the United States, discounted rates, much less points that you need to fly on United than United itself, like a lot less. So that's a great mile to have. Virgin Atlantic is another great one to have. This is really good for long distance flights, especially to Europe, flying on Delta One, flying in multiple spots with Delta One, flying to South Africa on South African Airlines. You can get some really nice value there, flying in business class, and the same thing with like things like Japan on ANA, business class flights at a really nice rate with Virgin Atlantic. Virgin Atlantic is a really good mile to have. Wyndham Rewards. Wyndham Rewards is okay. In the United States, it's going to be more like roadside hotels, kind of like choice privileges. You're not going to really like the hotels you stay at. Even if you do get a good point redemption value, I kind of think they stink. Outside the United States, it's definitely some increased quality value. And then they have the VRBO, which is pretty cool. You can get some basically vacation rental properties at a nice discounted rate, like 15,000 Wyndham Rewards for a 1-bedroom apartment. If you go more than 1 bedroom, then the price goes up, okay? But it's a really good value. It can be really nice getting spots in like Center City and stuff like that for a small amount, only 15,000 Wyndham Rewards. But anyway, that's their program. I think that what they can do, now what can they do better? Maybe get some better transfer partners. They can definitely use a few more transfer partners that are a little bit better. That is one way they can do it. I think the main thing you can do is, if you're Citi, is get those protections back on your credit cards. Make it worth it for these people to actually put some bigger purchases and have some confidence that you know, that their money's safe with you, right? So if you book a big trip, you got travel protections like they used to have, right? Where if you got sick or there's some kind of accident, you know, you're getting some great perks to get your money back. Or if you make a purchase and the price changes and now it's lower, you get the difference. That's what they used to have, right? And then they also had all the protections that like Chase and all that, like good rental car coverage, all that stuff. And now they don't have like anything. They did increase their value of of how much you can get on the spend. Like the Premier card on surface looks pretty good because they do have 3 times the points, thank you points, on gas, grocery stores, and eating out for a $95 annual fee. It looks great, right? But there's no travel protections, right? Then you have, you also have it where you can use the double cash and get 2 times the Citi Thank You Points. Sounds really good. Again, they stripped the protections, right? So I think just get the protections back. Maybe if they can figure out something else that will make them unique too, would be something that would be good. I think it's a lost cause going for lounge access and all that stuff. But hey, what do you guys think that Citi can do to get better? I'm just saying, hey, just get the protections you had before. Get those back, okay? And then they'll be right back where they were at least. For the Citibank, I think they weren't getting enough customers. Like they were still being, even though it had great products before, with great protections, they were being overshadowed by Chase and American Express. They still are. I think now they've gone even further south. But what do you guys think about Citi Thank You Points and the Citi credit card program? Yeah, just comment down below on what you guys think of this. And if you think I'm right, just get back to where you were first. You know, get those travel protections and all those protections that they have, purchase protections, back on their cards, okay? So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and hit that bell notification so every time I come out with a new video, you are the first to know. And thank you so much for watching, and I will definitely see you on the next one. Bye.